Welcome to part 2 of the classic family suburban home. I am so happy to be here today. The weather where I live is so nice out for February and I am 100% not complaining. It's like 50 degrees in Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but where I live, that is like 80 degrees right now. So I am feeling so good, and it's sunny for the first time in a long time. I've been very productive today, and I thought, why not just get this over with, film this part, or I guess not really film, I already have this all filmed, but just edit it and do the voiceover to part 2 so that I can move on and have this already planned out and ready to go. And then this week it will be easy because I can plan out other content and get that ready, which I have a new house already kind of planned. I don't have it planned out yet, but I have the idea. I'm building it for a friend, and I think a lot of you guys are really gonna like it. I think it's a very big popular trend right now, style wise, so I'm really excited for that to be done. And I also need to work on a couple of challenges, which I haven't done yet, but I have filmed the intro. So I'm just kind of getting on top of things, and like I said, I really want to be active, so I'm really trying my best. And I've been seeing your comments on this video that I posted, part 1, and you are so sweet. You guys really make me want to continue this and just post a lot more because you guys are so nice, and I love that. Before I get too ahead of myself here, in this part of the voiceover, I pretty much go over the whole first floor. I don't know why I said pretty much. I do go over the whole first floor, and I'm trying to set up my speed build so I go room by room instead of going all over the place, and it's hard for me to adjust because my brain is kind of all over the place, so I normally kind of change like what I'm doing all the time, which isn't good because then when I have to like actually finish a room, it's just hard for me to do. But I'm really trying to go room by room just because it's easier to follow. I could put timestamps, so if you don't want to scroll through the whole video trying to find, like maybe you just want to figure out the living room, you can just click the timestamp and watch instead of having to scroll through the whole 2-hour footage of me doing the whole house to find whatever room you're looking for. So I think it'll just be more efficient and stuff in general. I'm really trying to organize everything and make it the easiest to follow as I possibly can. And again, it's never going to be perfect because that's just unrealistic, but I'm getting better because it's the first build where I really tried to go with every room, and it worked out pretty well, and it saves me a lot of editing time. It's really easy to like figure out like what I'm doing. So yeah, that's I think what I'm going to be doing. And you can see me in this living room clip right now. I originally was going to make this a 2-story living room with a really high ceiling, but then ultimately I just didn't like how it looked, and I wanted more space for the primary rooms and just have more bedrooms, because who doesn't like having more bedrooms? I feel like everybody loves a nice big house, so I do really like the look of like a 2-story living room, but sometimes it's just better to have some more bedrooms. And I think the primary bedrooms would have been very cramped, and I didn't want to sacrifice that. So that's why you are seeing me build this living room right now as if it's 2 stories, but it's kind of hard because I basically made a lot of the things with it being 2 stories, so I apologize for it looking like that, but obviously if you watch the tour, you can kind of figure out that it's not a 2-story and go from there. I always recommend when doing my speed builds that you see the tour and can kind of figure out like how the end result looks, because I'm very indecisive. I'm still trying to work on it, but I'm very indecisive. Like, I just need to see what it looks like before committing to it. And I did this originally thinking it's gonna be really great. I just didn't like it, and I wanted more space. So that's what I did, and I really liked the end result. It was kind of hard to figure out what I want to do with everything exactly, but once I figured it out, it went so much easier. Like, it was just nice. I'm trying to work on just figuring it out before recording so you don't have to like see all of this, but I guess it's just kind of part of my process as I just have to go through with it. And it's just so hard to like edit and cut down because I build like everything, and then I change it completely a little bit, but like if I delete that, like you miss what I built. So it's kind of confusing, and I totally understand if people get annoyed at that. I get annoyed at myself for doing it, but I'm trying to fix it. This is a side note, but I really need to get a new desk chair so bad. And I'm also thinking about getting a standing desk because I just think that would really help me like work better, because I've heard it's really good for you, and my chair is so unbelievably uncomfy, and I could just get a new chair, but like I really do think the benefits of having a standing desk are really good. But I got a chair, and I had a chair, like a nicer chair. It was very like ergonomic, and it broke. I think I talked about this a long time ago in a probably voiceover, and it like broke, which is great. It happens. But it wasn't like that old of a chair, so that was kind of annoying, and I liked the chair, but like I didn't really want to deal with purchasing it again if it's gonna fall or break in a year or two. It just wasn't worth it. So I'm using this chair that I thrifted a while ago, and I've been using it as like a decor piece in my room, but I don't really have the space for it. Like if I had my own apartment, it would look really cute as like a little decor piece, but like in my room, it's as a decor piece, it's just like, okay, it's cute, but like it just doesn't really fit in my room. But at my desk, it does, and it looks really cute there, but it's uncomfortable because it is a wire chair, and I think wire chairs are really cute, but this chair, the wire, it's really cute still, but the wire is like very like spaced out, so it really hurts to sit on it, and I have to like buffer it with a ton of pillows, and it's like a hassle. But like I also just haven't had the time to buy a new chair, figure out which one I like, because it's a very big decision for me. I want a chair that looks really good, that is really comfortable, but here I am sitting in a chair that's like super uncomfortable. So who am I to talk, because it doesn't really make sense. But I thrifted this chair, and I just like knew I liked it because it's like chrome and it's really pretty, and I looked it up, and it's actually worth like $2,000, but I bought it for like $15 at the thrift store, and I was really happy about that. I don't know if I'd ever like actually sell it because I just love collecting furniture, which is bad, but I really love it. Like it's just so cute, and it's kind of nice to know that I have a really nice chair that if I am ever like desperate, I could sell. I don't know if it'd actually sell for $2,000, but I saw some on like eBay for $2,000, and it's like this Italian designer. So yeah, I was pretty happy to come home and research a little bit more about it, because I knew it was like a cool like kind of vintagey chair. I didn't know it was that expensive, but I kind of figured like, you know, vintage chairs, vintage furniture can sell for a lot of money because people love vintage, and there's a big market for it, depending on like what it is too. Like if it's like a designer piece of furniture, it's gonna be a lot of money because that's just what it is. And so I'm kind of torn because I really like this chair, and I'm still gonna keep it no matter what. I just might not have it in my room if I get a new chair, but like I could sit on this chair for like a short amount of time and be fine. But that's why I want a standing desk, because if I get a standing desk, it would kind of force me to stand instead of sit, because I don't like this chair. I like this chair, but I just don't like the comfort of it. So okay, enough about my chair issues. I feel like we've heard enough of that, although I feel like having a good chair and like desk system is very important if you spend a lot of time at your desk, which I do, like doing homework, doing Bloxburg stuff. I spend a lot of time at my desk, and I think it's very important to have a good like desk system in place, because if you spend so much time on your desk, it's like just really hard on like your back and stuff, just sitting all the time. So I try my best to prioritize like breaks from the desk and just like good chairs and stuff, which I haven't been doing, I get, like, as you can tell, but I just do think it is really important to have, which brings me to the topic of homework, because I know I talked about this in the last voiceover. I swear I probably did, but I spent this whole week not doing a single thing of homework and just building, which is good because I needed to prioritize building, but like I didn't even check what I had due until yesterday, which is Saturday, and I had to scramble to get stuff done, and I still don't have it all done. I have a lot of things, like most of my things are due on Sunday night or Monday night, so it kind of just depends on the class. And I finished like everything I have for Sunday night, but tomorrow, which is Monday, I have a whole essay to write and I haven't started it at all, which like to me, it's like shocking because I used to never be like that. I used to be super on top of everything. I would get stressed out if I didn't finish something. Like even when I got assigned it, like I would do it instantly. And now I'm just not like that. I'm so burnt out of college and school. It doesn't work like that anymore. But I shouldn't be complaining about my essay because one of my bestest friends, she is a writing major and she tells me that she has like 4 essays every single week, which to me is insane. I'm in a very, I guess, like more interior design focused program, so I don't really have to do like essay based stuff like that all the time. So to me, when I have one essay, it's like a big deal because I don't get essays that much, but to her it's like light work. Like it's a good week if she only has 1 essay or 2 because she's insane. Kudos to her because that would drive me absolutely insane, I think, to have 4 essays, but I'm sure like a lot of people with different majors probably have it worse, and I don't know what to say honestly because I hate that kind of stuff. But I know like people are passionate about different things obviously, so since she likes writing, I don't think she honestly minds it, and it also depends on like what your essay or like writing thing is about, because it's about something that you actually like. I can actually kind of enjoy writing, but some of the things that we write about are kind of pointless, and it's kind of like, what am I doing? It's like busy work, and no one likes busy work. So yeah, I keep complaining about this essay when I really shouldn't be complaining, because I can either just finish it and do it, which I have to do because it is due tomorrow at the time of recording this, and I keep complaining about it, but I have like not even looked at it at all, so that I don't know why I'm complaining, because I was like, I'm gonna do it today, and then I spent the whole day cleaning my room, which also has to be done because I just believe in having a clean space, and I was not treating my room with that mindset, and I did it today because when you don't have something, like when you have something that you really don't want to do, you're gonna do everything else to not do it. So I was cleaning my room, I cleaned the bathroom, I like washed all my sheets, I did like everything to avoid the essay that I have to write, and now I'm recording this because I don't want to do it, but I feel like I have to be productive, so this is being productive even if it's not doing exactly what I should be doing, which this is, I guess, my job at this point, so I feel like I need to make it a priority, which I haven't been, but I'm really trying to now, and I don't want to let anybody down, especially myself down, because yeah. But having a clean room is really life-changing. Once you like make your room clean, it's like, wow, why did I ever let it get this messy? And it's like hard to maintain, but like it's so worth it to keep a clean room. And I feel like this whole year, like I made a resolution to have a cleaner room, and this week was a little chaotic, so my room did get a little out of control again, but I was actually being really good. Like my room was actually really clean so far until this week, which I cleaned today. So we're gonna redo that and keep it clean again for a while. It's just so hard to balance everything. Like I want to do so many different things, but on top of everything, on top of school, it is so hard to keep track of like everything. Like I'm constantly like stuck, I feel like. But me and my friend Lucas, which a lot of you guys know as 𝙂𝘼𝐼𝙈𝙀𝙀 on YouTube, we are like really good friends. We've been talking a lot, even though we're both like, we've been active but like not super active, but like we're really good friends outside of Bloxburg now, and we just keep up, and I just love talking to him. He's like super inspirational. I've learned a lot from him. And yeah, but we were just like kind of talking about how hard it is to balance everything between school, Bloxburg, social life, like your mental health and like your well-being and like physical health and stuff. And I think we were talking about this. We were always like, it's so hard to balance. It's so hard to balance. And then I think recently we were talking about it, and we kind of came to the conclusion that there's never going to be a perfect balance. And I guess that's kind of true, and it's kind of a sad truth because you really can't, like, maybe you can, but it takes a lot of work to get there. And I feel like you can't just like one week say, I'm gonna balance it all out, and then you balance it all out, because I feel like you get burnt out. At least I do. I feel like you kind of, if you want to like really balance it all out, like you have to take it super slow and steady wins the race. But like literally, I feel like you have to like take it week by week and say, this week I'm going to prioritize this, or like have weekly like prioritizations where you're like, I'm going to prioritize this week, and maybe the next week it's more of like a mental health week, and then it's like, it's not like daily balance, but like you're still being balanced. But on top of that, you could just do like, this week I'm going to prioritize school, and then on top of school next week you prioritize, or you add in like more socializing with like friends, like going out with friends or something, and then the next week you do all those things, but then you add in like working in Bloxburg, for example, or all that stuff. So you kind of like slowly build up to kind of maintain it. But I feel like it's always easier said than done, because it's just like so easy to kind of fall off that wagon of like building habits. But I really do need to like get better about like building habits and like using the 21-day theory. And I don't know why I said theory. It's not really a theory, but like it's like proven that like if you do everything for a 21-day period, like by 21 days it becomes a habit at that point. So it's really easy for your brain to stick to it. I feel like I've been doing things for 21 days and it doesn't stick, but I feel like you really have to force it no matter what. And yeah, I'm trying to learn about being better about doing my habits and sticking to them, because I swear I fall off of them so quick. It's so hard to like stick to a routine, because I do one thing and I just fall off the wagon completely. And I have like that bad like all or nothing mentality, where it's like if I do something wrong during the day, it like shoots my whole day down. I won't be productive because I'm like, oh, I did this, so it's not gonna be a good day. And I had that mentality for a long time. I feel like I'm getting a lot better about it. I used to be like really bad about it, but I feel like over the last couple years, I cannot talk. I don't know why. It's not even that late. But over the last couple years, I feel like I've gotten a lot better about not falling into that like all or nothing mentality, but it is so hard to break out of. And it just takes kind of a lot of time to kind of realize that like you can change your life or change your habits at any moment, and you don't need to rely on a new day, a new week, a new month, a new year. Like you can just start now. And it's still kind of hard for me to like do, but I've definitely been getting better about the whole thing. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on and realizing. And it's definitely always a learning curve. You are constantly improving, whether you like it or not, or you're constantly like learning new things. So it's definitely like a slow process, but it's so worth it to keep up and try your best and just try different things and see how they work in your life, because we're all different and stuff. And another thing that has truly changed my life, and I was actually recommended from a friend, which is to start journaling. And I've always heard like journaling is so good, and I love the thought of journaling, but I never got around to it, because for some reason I always thought like, oh, you have to do it at night or something. And then like it gets to night and I am so tired, I don't want to sit down and write in my journal forever. So I was like, you don't have to journal anytime, just journal like now, journal whenever you feel like it. Like you don't have to journal every night, you don't have to journal every day, just journal when you feel like it, but like make it kind of a habit where you do it frequently, but not like, you don't have to do it like every single night or whatever. You don't have to do it every single day. But yeah, I was like, oh, well, I only want to do it at night, but it just didn't really fit my routine to do it at night. I was always so tired. So I'm like, okay, let me just change it, because there's like, why do I have to do it at night? Like, why do I keep thinking that I have to do it at night? Like, I don't know. And so like changing that way of thinking, like I can do it whenever I want, like I don't have to do it every single day. It kind of goes back to like that all or nothing mentality of like, I don't journal one day, then I won't journal for a month, because like I fell off the track of journaling, I guess, if I want to put it that way. But like that's not, I guess, like the really right way of thinking, or it's just not smart, because you just waste a lot of your life, I guess, like that, if you're constantly like just saying I'm gonna start tomorrow. I guess that goes back to the whole thing. But journaling has just been so nice, because there's just like so much like inner thoughts that just come out. Like maybe you don't even think that you have it, or like you don't think that you feel this way, but then like when you journal, like you realize how much stuff you have in your head that you don't really always think about on the daily, but like when you journal, it all comes to light, and it's like really refreshing. And another thing I've learned about journaling is I think it's really good for my perfectionism, because I mentioned this before, that I realized I've had a really bad perfectionism, and I've wanted to go to therapist to see, kind of for more reasons, but one of the reasons being to kind of help correct the perfectionism in me, which is just so hard, because that is just like a big trait of mine. But I think journaling has also kind of helped that, because whenever I would journal, I would think that I have to be perfect, like it has to be good handwriting, it has to look cute, it has to do this. And I feel like journaling, because there is no really right way to journal, like you can't really mess up journaling, it's just writing your thoughts. And you don't have to write, like, you can write the stupidest things ever, and you can write whatever you want, like, it doesn't have to be good at all. So like, just kind of with that mindset of just thinking it doesn't matter, or you don't have to have the perfect handwriting, that has really helped me a lot to like make it a priority, and kind of realize that like it doesn't have to be perfect. Like this is messy, it's supposed to be messy, and that is okay, because I like have to make everything perfect, I guess, in my life. I feel that way a lot with a lot of things, and I feel like journaling, at least for now, I want to work on making it so I can kind of live more like that. But I feel like journaling right now is like the only way, like the only outlet I have that I can really kind of be messy in, and like share my true thoughts, and just really like dive down. So it's been kind of fun. It's just like kind of hard to actually like once you start, I feel like it's easy, but it's just hard to like get into doing that. And yeah, but that's been really fun. I honestly haven't done it this week, so I shouldn't be talking, because I was very off balance this week, if I'm being honest, because I was so focused on Bloxburg. But I'm going to have a fresh start this week, or today, and do it tonight, because I cleaned my room, and I think I'm having some, like, I'm having a good vibe today. So I am excited to like kind of go back onto like my whole routine of things, and get back into doing all of that, instead of just going to bed and going on my phone, because that is not ideal and not really good for you. It's such a hard habit to break, because I know like a lot of us are all really addicted to our phones. And a crazy story about that is like last week my brother randomly said that we should all check our screen time, and it was like kind of just really kind of funny, or just like not really funny, but like interesting to see like how all my family screen time is so different. Like my mom surprisingly has the most out of all of us, and it was just really funny, because we were like, how do you have this much screen time? And I don't even want to say how much it is, because it was really bad. Like really bad. Like I don't even remember the number, but it was really high. I was like, how do you physically go on your phone that much? And I'm still not perfect, but it's also kind of hard when a lot of my stuff I do is online and through social media, so I kind of have to be like active. But that's not an excuse, because I like, if I was actually working on social media stuff, it would probably be like an hour or 2 hours of screen time. Well, actually, probably less. I don't think I would actually realistically spend like 2 hours a day like just doing like the social media work stuff. I think that's really unrealistic. But you kind of get the point. I definitely have a phone addiction problem, and it's also kind of hard too, because that time also accounts for music. And a lot of times when I listen to music, I am like doing productive things, like I'm not on my phone like scrolling social media and stuff. But it's definitely kind of like an eye-opening experience, because you realize how much of your life is like taken away by like social media. Like I don't remember like how much I could check right now, but I think it was like 24 hours or something in the whole week, which is like honestly kind of sad. Like that's a whole day, a week, like added up. which that just takes so much out of your life. And like when you think about that, like how much life you're wasting just by like going on your phone, like that's really crazy. Like that, one day a week, like that adds up fast. So seeing these numbers kind of like really like made me realize how much I go on my phone. And like as a family, like we go on our phone, and so we're gonna start like this accountability group, and we're gonna like see if we can improve as a family. Well, like, not as a family, but like see who can make the most improvement of not going on their phone in a week, because yeah, it's kind of inevitable. I don't want to say it's inevitable. Like you can definitely not go on your phone, but it's definitely hard because there's so much on your phone, I guess. Like our lives are so intertwined with technology and our phones, and it's definitely hard to kind of see past that and realize that. And it's just like weird to think about like how people didn't, like they could not reach each other at all times of the day. Like you can just text people at all times of the day and expect a response basically from them, and like if they don't respond you kind of get freaked out, but like that was normal a long time ago I guess now, which is kind of sad to think about. But I am at least proud that I had a childhood where like iPhones like just came out, and like not all like people, like we had flip phones when I was a baby, but then like I was like just the beginning of like iPhone kind of era, and I was never an iPad baby, and I'm so grateful that I was like technically like the last generation to be raised with not iPhones to begin with. Like we got iPhones when I was like, I don't know, maybe like 6 or something, but like not like when I was really young. Like I still have baby pictures on my camera and stuff, not iPhones, which is just crazy to think about how much our like world has changed and how all these new generations are gonna have completely like iPhone baby pictures, which is kind of just weird to think about. Yeah, I'm really trying to limit my phone screen time. I feel like it's really hard to limit my electronic time as a whole because I do need to use it for like school and stuff. But like my phone, I could easily kind of not use it like I do. And I also feel like it's kind of like you don't need to use your phone every single time that your brain like is bored, because I feel like it's so easy for all of us to kind of like be like, oh, I'm bored, let me just go on my phone really quick, and then you get sucked in, and then it's like 30 minutes, like an hour, 2 hours, and you're like still scrolling on TikTok or still scrolling on YouTube, and you're like, what am I doing? Like I just went on to like go check something, and you kind of like forget the main purpose of like why you're there like on your phone. So I am really trying to like not be that person anymore where I have to like check it and then I just get distracted, but it's so hard to break. Like I don't want to admit it, but it is kind of hard to break because we are so connected to our phones. But I'm really gonna try this week at least to kind of limit that the most I can to the best of my abilities, which maybe you should too, because it is definitely healthy to get off your phone and do just like more things, do more fun things, do more productive things, because there is so much to live for. And yeah, but with that being said, I am going to end the voiceover here because I need to go edit this and I need to do my essay and my schoolwork that I keep putting off, which is so bad. But I will see you guys in part 3, and hopefully I have another challenge video out before part 3 comes out. I'm really hoping. And yeah, I will see you soon. Bye!
𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿